Hello, everybody. Scott Golden with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new here. This is the uh, New Japan show for 5/14/22. Following New Japan certainly is different after watching things like NXT and SmackDown. Certainly a different run, and I've recently started following, so I don't know everything there is to know. But the one thing I will know is that there are much better wrestling in New Japan Strong and the New Japan product than anywhere on most of WWE programming. Rocky Romero, Alex Coughlin, and Adrian Quest defeating Team Filthy, Tom Lawler, J.R. Curtis, and Danny Limelight. Romero gets a good reaction from the crowd at the Hollywood tapings. Coughlin is in the building again. He wears black trunks, black boots, but beats Curtis in singles match. Coughlin graduates out of the Young Lions group, and grappling shorts and wrestling shoes are his current attire. Limelight and Quest are first in, and they brawl with each other. Limelight gets a good bit of heat after doing a bit of a dance. Quest then catches him with a crucifix and scores a decent enough run. 2 count, and then he tags in later. Forever clothesline in the corner. Then Black Tiger tags in, and Limelight uses double team on a U Crusher. Curtis tags in, chucking Romano around. Romano comes back after connecting with a rewind kick and sliced bread on Tiger. He then takes out Limelight with a basement drop kick before tagging out to Coughlin. Coughlin and Curtis go at it next. They are basically doing a hoss fight in the ring. Coughlin finally is able to hoist Curtis up for body slam position and into a bridging fallaway slam, only scoring a 2 count in the process. Moments later, Coughlin sends Danny Limelight spinning after running lariat and then pins him with a bridging deadlift German suplex in just over 8 minutes. Curtis ambushes Coughlin and gets an advantage there. Then we go to a handicap match. West Coast Wrestling Crew, Isaacs and Jarrell Nelson defeating Fred Rosser. If Rosser had won, he had earned a shot at Filthy Tom's championship, strong open weight championship that is. Royce Isaacs and Nelson dance their way to the ring. Rosser makes his way to the ring. He tosses something at a kid in the front row. Young fan is very excited about whatever he managed to grab. Tag team ambush is Rosser for the bell. Rosser puts Isaac in a crossface chicken wing partway through the match. Rosser then goes to the top rope. Nelson then appeared on the apron and pushes him off. Back in the ring, Rosser returns on the attack with a double clothesline and builds a bit of momentum. Isaacs then takes Rosser out to the floor again and puts him down hard with a slingshot power slam on the floor. Lawler then gets on the mic after the match and says Rosser's just like all the losers who came to see the show. Champion acts a certain way, a champion looks a certain way, and quite frankly, Fred, you don't even look like a worthy challenger, Lawler says. He then tells him that he likes him better bald and revealed a lock of his hair when Team Filthy shaved his head a while back. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And Lawler then keeps bullying Rosser. Rosser accepts the deal. He says he'd shave his head again. Rosser grabs the clippers away from Nelson and begins shaving his head himself in an effort to prove how serious he was about Lawler's title. He kept shaving and looked at Lawler in the eye. Crowd starts chanting for Fred. Rosser then grabs the mic and asks if he'd earned the title shot yet or not. Lawler takes the mic back and asks the crowd if Rosser earned the shot. And then they responded. Lawler takes it. Looked like he had a big chunk of chewing tobacco in his mouth. Crowd chances. They start shouting for him to swallow the hair, which Lawler told the audience. Lawler then said that his answer was no, the title shot is off. And then he made Rosser another offer at Collision in Philadelphia on Lawler's birthday. Lawler would put the openweight championship on the line against Rosser, but if Rosser loses, he's gone from strong for good. Rosser didn't give an immediate answer. Crowd cheers, and he exits to the back. US of the J Open Challenge as Jay White defeats Hikuleo. And so, um, White keeps avoiding the contact with Hikuleo early in the match, sliding out to the floor and waving his hands. Some fans are chanting vulgarities at White. Hikuleo decks White, laying in forearms to White's back on the floor. Hikuleo drops him on the guardrail with snake eyes. Hikuleo shouts and Hikuleo misses a chop. His hand bangs against the ring post. White then tries taking at him again and then focuses his attack on Hikuleo's legs and ramming them into the ring post while White stands on the floor. He then wraps Hikuleo's face in the ring apron, trying to suffocate him in the process. In the ring, White continues working over Hikuleo's leg, and Hikuleo counters at one point with a strong Irish whip and launches White into the blue corner. He then goes for or Hikuleo then goes for Tonga driver. White slips away, kicks Hikuleo in the kneecap, and then Hikuleo runs him off with a lariat. White then reverses that into a flatliner. White then uses his finger holding onto the head and puts the trigger on his fictitious gun. Hikuleo then eventually power bombs White. White avoids getting pinned. He then goes back to the Dragon Screw leg whips that he's been using earlier in the match. Hikuleo is taken down. Blade Runner Hikuleo then counters with a choke slam and wraps his hand around White's throat and kicks Hikuleo in the knee, breaking it. White then chops a few times, but Hikuleo powers up and takes White to the mat. Short arm lariat. He blasts White with a chop that would rival any chop in the business. Hikuleo catches White off the ropes. Snap power slam, and again goes for the choke slam. White counters and lays Hikuleo out with the Blade Runner, and a 3 count. Crowd is into the final 15 seconds. White grabs a chair and teases bashing Hikuleo and yells at him instead. White referred to himself as the best talent in the world, and that will close the show. Anyway, we'll be back with more right after this.
Incoming Keen Chat request.